was the start of summer on the island of Sodor. The Fat Controller had put on new trains as part of the new timetable. All the engines had been re-rostered accordingly. Almost.
Why does the Fat Controller see the need to put me on Goodwick?
You're not as important as an engine like me, little James.
Ha! You're just jealous I'm not so fat as you.
I'm an important engine, James. Not a mixed traffic mix-up like you.
Puh!
Either way, the Fat Controller sees the value in an engine such as myself. My express is the most important train on the island. Some would say I give an A-class service. You'll never see me late or held up by signals. It would simply be, well, undignified.
Gordon was making good time with the express, when all of a sudden...
Bother, that's a red signal. We'll have to stop.
And we were going so nicely too. What on earth could be the hold-up?
He waited and waited.
Come on, you stupid thing, change! Who is that?
Hi, Gordon. Excuse me, express coming through.
Stepney? Express? What is going on here?
Once Stepney was out of sight, Gordon's signal dropped and he set off once more. A little while later, Gordon saw Stepney speaking to James and Henry.
Oh, hello, Gordon. How are things?
Stepney, what are you doing here?
I would have thought an engine such as yourself would know, Gordon.
Oh yes, James. I think Stepney is Gordon's replacement. Signals wouldn't dare hold him up.
That's enough now. The Fat Controller asked me to pull a special express of sorts.
You? Pull an express?
Well, sort of. It's a special summer holiday train, running non-stop from the big station to the works. There's a man with an intercom on board, and he talks about all the landmarks we pass. When we stop at Crovan's Gate, everyone enjoys lunch. They're calling it the historical train. Sorry about earlier, though. I was running late. We must try and make up time, you know.
I know. You made me late waiting at that signal.
I'm sorry about that. It wasn't my intention.
Hear that, Gordon? Someone has a more important train than you.
Well, if you excuse me, I have to make up the lost time.
Make sure you do. Yes, you see what I did there, James? Oh, that showed him.
That evening, Gordon found the Fat Controller waiting for him at the big station.
The last train to Vicarstown will be departing momentarily from platform 5.
Good evening, Gordon. You're just the engine I wanted to see.
Really, sir?
Yes, indeed. I'm planning a special train, and I'm considering you to pull it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Nothing is set in stone yet, but I do think you'll be perfect for it. Now, you've had a busy day. You deserve a rest.
Indeed, sir. Thank you, sir.
Gordon couldn't wait to share his news with the other engines in the shed, but he never got the chance.
Guess what the Fat Controller just told me?
He told you that even you have to abide by signals.
Ha ha, very funny.
No, James. No one tells Gordon what to do. He's too important.
I'll have you know that...
Quiet, the three of you. We have a visitor amongst us. Now, please, Stepney, continue your story.
Thank you, Edward. But back home it has been nice. We've had a lot of visitors on that little line. But it has been nice to be back on this railway. Nice long runs make an engine feel very useful.
Remember when we pulled that failed diesel's train? What a day that was!
That diesel needed to be knocked down a peg or two.
I wouldn't mind rescuing a train again.
I'm too busy to do that now. I have my important express to pull.
Yes, very good. Speaking of important trains, the Fat Controller told me...
We're not talking about you, Gordon.
Fine, I give up. I'm going to sleep.
Good night, Grouch.
Ha! Grouchy Gordon!
Soon enough, morning came, and all the engines were getting ready for a another hard day's work.
Driver, I feel a small pain in my boiler.
Perhaps it's your tubes. I'll take a quick look. We're still early yet.
Where is my A-class engine?
Your what?
My A-class engine! We have our special express out soon, and I don't have a locomotive to pull it!
Then Gordon thought,
Ah, maybe he means me. After all, my brothers and I are A-class Pacifics. And the Fat Controller was considering me for a special train. It makes sense now.
So, where is he?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm the locomotive you're looking for.
Well, come on then. We can't waste time dawdling. I don't know, Gordon. I haven't had time to check you over yet. Not to mention, it's a little early for us, don't you think?
Never mind about that, driver. I'll be fine. We can't keep an express waiting.
Reluctantly, Gordon's driver agreed and they headed off to the station. Stepney, none the wiser to the mix-up, was still trying to build up steam.
Let's try to get this firebox cleaned already.
Gordon was enjoying his run. His coaches ran smoothly behind him and hummed along the track. He was having a grand time. But then he began to feel poorly.
I'm such a pain. I'm such a pain. I feel so hot.
Don't worry, old boy. Not much farther now. Then you can have a bit of a rest.
But Gordon didn't make it that far.
Bother. Whatever is the matter?
I think your tubes are blocked. There was too much pressure in your boiler and you couldn't get it to even out properly.
Oh, the indignity.
Excuse me, but if you're gonna break down next to something that's part of the tour.
Gordon had no energy to say anything.
I mean, really, yesterday our engine did a grand job, but you went much too fast for me to tell what locations we were even passing.
What engine yesterday?
That little one from the Bluebird Railway, or whatever it's called.
Oh dear, this was Stepney's train. So, what happened to ours? Stealing other engines' trains? My oh my, Gordon, that will teach you.
I really don't like James.
Soon enough, Duck and Stepney arrived to push. Gordon could hear them talking amongst themselves.
You know, I quite like us as a rescue team for failed trains. We're too good at it. Poor old Gordon.
Gordon didn't say anything as the two pushed the train to Croven's gate.
Mom, if that isn't the famous Stepney.
Sorry about you breaking down, but why did you take my train?
The Fat Controller told me he was considering me for a special express, and the tour guide came looking for his A-class engine. Since I'm an A-class Pacific that pulls expresses, I thought he meant me.
You do know I'm an A1 Terrier.
I didn't think of that.
He doesn't know much about engines, and doesn't care to. He just knows what the script says I am.
Poor engine. Everyone should know who you are. You're a celebrity.
Oh, you are as well, my dear Gordon.
I know the Fat Controller probably won't be pleased with my mishaps today.
Never mind that now. Let's just get you to the work so you can be mended. I can handle the train.
Thank you, Stepney.
Don't mention it.
Reluctantly, Gordon's driver...